Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please give a warm welcome to Izzy for the national anthem.
Oh, say
Tonight is Star Spangled Banner.
Great job, Izzy. To start off our show, let's check in with our Aspen News anchors.
Good morning, Aspen Academy. We're your anchors. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Maddie.
We're so excited for another 7th grade AMP.
Hey, Lauren, what's the best thing about Switzerland?
What?
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
Speaking of Switzerland, did you know Switzerland invented milk chocolate?
That's so cool. Now to national news.
An LA-based company has turned trash to building materials. This company is brand new and have already reused 100 tons of trash. They can pack the trash into break-like objects, and they're going to use it in the future for building materials.
Wow, I love how they are making an impact by doing something so simple as reusing materials. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Treasure. That reminds me of something.
Birthdays. Let's head to the birthday song.
It's your birthday. What's my birthday to you?
Happy
birthday to all February birthdays. In local news,
Masks are now optional at Aspen Academy. Along with that, a speech and debate tournament will be taking place at Aspen Academy on March 4th. Let's take a look.
Welcome, debaters. Today you will be debating the resolution. You should come and judge on speech and debate day. As always, the pro side will go first whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Today I will be arguing that you should come and judge for speech and debate day. For clarification of today's round, I offer the following definitions. Phrase, speech and debate day. Definition, an amazing day when 7th and 8th grade go head-to-head in a bracket-style debate, along with a speech and debate meet that will take place after the school day is over. In affirming the resolution, I offer the following contentions. 1. You get to enjoy high-quality speeches and debates. 2. Your judging team time counts as volunteer hours. Finally, the hours are flexible. It's a great way to support the student debaters and debate team and the school as a whole. I now invite my opponent to speak.
Well done. And now for the con side.
You shouldn't because you have to write stuff. And
Sorry, you're too boring. Time for the crosswalk.
In your contentions, you said that, quote, you have to write stuff. Why does this matter if there are so many good things about judging? Because sometimes when you write things, your wrists just like are tired and then they start to fall out, you know? And then they get red like a sunset. Then you think about sleeping. And then think about the monkeys and hair. And then think about the new kid in the conclusion. My partner doesn't know what she's talking about, and you should all come to speech and debate day.
I really wish I was a real judge and not just an actor in this commercial. Where do I stand?
Now, Mr. Peterson and Eric.Peterson at AspenAcademy.org. The debates will take place the whole school day until 10:30 p.m. That's a wrap for us.
What are we doing now?
Speech and debate is such a fun competition.
Speaking of competition, let's hear from Romy and Connor for sports.
Good morning and welcome to Aspen Sports Talk. I'm Romy.
And I'm Connor.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for the Super Bowl.
Romy and I would love to see the Bengals win, but this will be a great game.
Speaking of the Bengals, after they punched their tickets straight to the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow pulled out some clean dance moves, earning himself the nickname Joey Gritty.
The Washington football team has also inherited a new name. They are now the Washington Commanders. Let's look at their uniforms.
In the 2022 Winter Olympics have started. 15-year-old Kamila Valieva became the first woman ever to land a quad jump at the Olympics. And I thought doing my math homework was a big accomplishment.
In Pro Bowl news, Russell Wilson set a new record for the precision passing with a whopping 29 points.
Well, guys, the AFC takes the win for the Pro Bowl this year, but really the Pro Bowl was more like a professional flag football game anyway. And finally, the girls' basketball team is doing awesome. We are proud of each and every player.
Well, that's it. I'm Connor.
And I'm Romy.
See you guys next time. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for watching.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Maddie.
Signing off.
Thanks for the update, Lauren and Maddie. Looks like it's time to see what first grade's been working on.
We are the Sneaky Service Agents this year for service learning. We take time each week to better our community without being noticed. We spread happiness and kindness throughout our community. We are very sneaky. Shh.
Thanks, first grade. Speaking of super sneaky agents, what did the spy do when it was raining? He went undercover. I'm sorry, I was forced to tell that joke. Anyway, let's pass it on to our brand new segment, Subject Swap.
Welcome everybody to the Subject Swap. In the Subject Swap, our competitors will be going head to head to see how well they know one another's subject. Now, let's meet our competitors. For language arts, we have Mrs. Perkins. And her competitor is Mrs. Cho, who teaches science. You won't want to miss this. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
And I teach science.
I'm Mrs. Perkins, and I teach CNN in 6th grade.
Okay, my first question is, how many elements are on the periodic table?
86.
There are 118.
Can you identify the 4 types of conflicts?
I would say internal conflict, like within oneself, is one type. Conflict with another person would be another type. Conflict with an idea, and then maybe conflict with like a cultural norm or community? I don't know.
I don't know, what should we give to it? It's man versus man, man versus nature,
Oh, I didn't know.
man versus society,
Okay.
and then man versus self. So it's 4.
Which scientist believes that the human being's greatest asset is their imagination? It's a famous quote.
Maybe I should know quotes. The only scientist I can think of right offhand is Albert Einstein.
And that's who said it.
What does the term parody mean?
Parody. I think it's like you're making fun of something, like to point out some ridiculousness of it, or like to give it a different perspective, I guess, so people re-examine it.
I think that's right. Yeah. Like, right on the internet.
Weird Al. Okay, last question, right? Who was the first Black female astronaut? She's one of our hidden figures.
That would be an. Was she considered an astronaut? She was? Even though she didn't actually go up in space?
Ooh, this one did. This one went up to space.
I'm not sure.
Maybe Jemison.
Maybe
Jemison.
We even talked about her.
I know.
Ms. Perkins and Ms. Cho tied 1-1. Thank you.
That's definitely a top 10 segment. But don't worry, the fun's not done. We've got more performances left to come. I'm sorry, I was also forced to say that rhyme. Anyway, without further ado, please give a warm welcome to 5th grade.
Hi, I'm Cece.
I'm Enjo.
And welcome to the 5th grade Amped.
Social studies, we have been learning about the Constitution, the document that created the government we use today. This also means we learned that if something is constitutional, it means it is following the law.
Today our amped performance is a game show. It's constitutional.
We are the people of Miss Geisler Block who chose a scenario about a 9-year-old who tries to vote.
Let's interview our panels to see what they think. Hey Reese, do you think this is constitutional for a 9-year-old to vote for president?
This is definitely not constitutional. Max, do you think this is constitutional or not?
I think this could be constitutional. Thanks, Max, for your opinion. Hey Ryan, what are your thoughts?
I think this is unconstitutional because you have to be 18 or older to vote.
I agree with you. Let's see what Zach has to say.
It's constitutional because he's 9, but also a citizen of the USA.
Now it's the audience's turn to vote. If you think this scenario is unconstitutional, meaning against the law for a 9-year-old to vote for president, then cheer.
Now, if you think this is constitutional, meaning a 9-year-old can vote for president, please cheer.
Let's check in with our Supreme Court judge to hear the verdict.
This is unconstitutional because according to Amendment 26, the voting age is 18. Now you know that according to the Constitution, you have to be at least 18 to vote.
Hello, we are the people of Mrs. Gee's second plot.
The scenario we chose is about someone that's been accused of robbing a candy store. Unfortunately, they've been in jail waiting for their trial for 18 years.
Before we decide for sure if this is constitutional, let's ask our panel.
I think this is definitely unconstitutional because you should not be sitting in jail that long.
I agree. This is definitely unconstitutional.
What do you think, Caston?
Well, I really like candy, so I think justice is being served here. How dare they take my candy that I pay for?
What do you think, Seb?
I agree. I think it is constitutional.
Now, those were great answers, but let's check in with you because it's your turn to vote and tell us if you think it's constitutional.
If you think this scenario is constitutional, meaning it is fair for someone to wait in jail for this long, cheer.
If you think this scenario is unconstitutional, meaning it is not fair for someone to wait in jail for this long, cheer. right, great cheering. Let's check in with our Supreme Court justices for a verdict.
Hear ye, hear ye. This scenario is unconstitutional because, according to Amendment 6 of the Constitution, Americans have the right to a speedy and public trial. And 18 years is not so speedy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mrs. Craig's class performance of Is It Constitutional?
Our scenario is about someone who gets arrested for not liking the law.
Let's jump right into it.
There was once a group of citizens who wrote to Congress saying they did not like a certain law. Soon after, they were arrested because the government did not want to change that law.
Let's interview our panel to see what they think before we let the audience vote. Bowen, what do you think?
I think it's constitutional because you shouldn't cause problems for the government. Thanks for your thoughts, Bowen. What do you think, Luca?
I think this is unconstitutional because you should be able to say what you want.
Great. What do you think, Bella?
It's a toss-up for me. It could be both.
Now it's the audience's turn to vote. If you think scenario is unconstitutional, meaning it is against the law for them to be arrested, cheer.
And if you think this scenario is constitutional, meaning it's okay for them to be arrested, cheer.
Let's check in with our Supreme Court judge to hear the verdict.
This scenario is unconstitutional because, according to the First Amendment, people have the freedom of speech.
Now you know the First Amendment protects your freedom of speech, including if you have a problem with the government or a law.
Thank you so much for listening to our show.
We hope you learned a little bit more about the U.S. Constitution.
Thanks, 5th grade. That was really informative. But now it's time to head to my personal favorite segment, Game of the Week.
Good morning, Aspen Academy, and welcome to Aspen's very own Game of the Week.
I'm David.
I'm Suri.
And I'm Bashan, and we are so excited to be here.
Today, we have a really fun game. We'll be playing this amp.
Now, let's watch the instructional video to see how to play.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Today we will be playing Memory Drop. Our competitors will stare at the screen for 5 seconds, and then we'll have to sketch what they saw based off of memory. At the end, our audience will judge who has the best sketch based off the pictures. If our competitors stare at the screen at any point during the drawing process, they will be disqualified.
Well, that looks like fun.
Now let's meet our players. We will have 2 5th graders.
For our first 5th grader, we have Enzo.
For our second 5th grader, we have Jace.
Now let's get started.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
go.
You cannot look at the screen anymore.
Please step away from the whiteboard.
Now, audience, vote which one you think is best.
Please, make some noise if you think number 1 is better.
Okay, now make some noise if you think number 2 is better.
Congratulations, number 1. And until next time, I'm David.
I'm Suri.
And I'm Bashan. Signing off.
Those were both really great drawings. You know, I was planning on making a joke about a broken pencil, but it's pointless. To wrap up our AMP, please welcome Rays of Hope.
There we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm with the Ray of Hope Cancer Foundation, and I want to thank all of you for doing such an amazing job this week. And if I would have known it was a pie in the face, I would have brought some more. Jeez. So for Ray of Hope, what you all did is you helped people throughout the entire state of Colorado that have cancer. And when you have cancer, you can't work sometimes, especially when you're getting treatment. So your mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, sometimes a kid, have to stay home or in the hospital when they're getting treatment. And what we do is we give them money so that they can get their bills paid when they can't work. So that's what you guys did. You just helped cancer patients this month so that we could help them pay their bills while they're getting treatment and they're sick in the hospital. And guess what? It brings them hope. And that's why we're called Ray of Hope, so that everyone knows you can get hope even when you have cancer. So thank you so much, and we do provide grants every single month. So if you know someone or you hear someone, give them hope and tell them about Ray of Hope. So thank you.
Since we reached our $500 goal, we have a surprise. Not really a surprise anymore. So, please welcome Bashan, Suri, and Maddie. All right, let's see what teacher's gonna get pied.
Mr. Brunstetter, please come up.
Miss Harris, please come on up.
And Mr. Wimbish, please come up.
Everyone ready? Help us count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. teachers for being pied, and thank you to everyone who donated. I was going to tell a joke about pie, but trust me, none of them are any good. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to AMP the Spelling Bees in 15 minutes in case you want to stay and watch, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, Aspen!